This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. There we go. Okay, so this pack. So Archmage's Charm is cool, but it's not like incredible and limited, honestly. It's either instant speed divination, cancel, or crappy mind control card. And like, if I knew I was going to play blue, that would all be pretty good because of the flexibility, but I don't know that I will. And you need to play a lot of blue to make it work. I think we probably just take Mana War here. Yeah, I mean, there's not anything that impresses me a whole lot. And I do love me some Mana War. Yeah, well, you were right, Fleur. What would you have taken in that pack, though? I mean, I think that was a pretty clear Mana War pack. Okay. Leaning towards Pyrophobia here. Nice removal spell. The Talismans are nice, but I think I do want to take a good removal spell over it. Mother Bear's fine. Yeah, but Pyrophobia, I think, is just the best card here. Okay. Well, I'm not super impressed with anything in this pack, really. Certainly not in red or blue. Not really in other colors either. So, Changeling Outcast, if we end up in like a ninja deck, is pretty good. But I don't know that I will, and it's not especially good. It's good if you're in any tribal deck too, I guess, but I don't think I want it. I'm sort of leaning towards Goblin War Party, just because we already have one red card, and it's a solid card. Ward Eye Witch is nice too, but I think I'll take the War Party. It doesn't feel great to take a Goblin War Party there, but that's what we did. Okay, so fancy lands. Kind of leaning towards Twin Silk Spider here. Maybe I should just take Phantom Ninja, actually. Yeah, I think Phantom Ninja is better. The fact that it's, basically has super flying. Of course, it can't block other flyers, but that's not the point. Being super evasive is nice. Kite and Phantom Ninja are both nice. I think I might just like the Ninja more. Now, if we're in the blue-red deck, we're going to be able to make this a 3-2 a significant chunk of the time. But I think I still want the Ninja over the other options here. I could think about Lava Belly Sliver. I mean, if we can make slivers happen, it's really strong. But I think I'm just going to take Phantom Ninja, number 2. So, I mean, red doesn't seem super open. Blue seems reasonably open. See what happens. We will see what happens. Ooh, okay. So I like Splicer's skill a lot. Also, Fairy Seer and Ephemerate are interesting. There's a Lancer Sliver, so we could have gotten back-to-back slivers if that's where we went. I do like Splicer's skill a lot, though. At its worst, it's a 3-mana 3/3, which in limited is pretty good. And at its best, you can splice it onto things. Fairy Seer is nice, too, but I think Splicer's skill is better. Yeah. Of course, now there's not a single white card in this pack, huh? So Ozra Smokeshaper is a nice ninja. Another sliver, though this one's nothing special. At least it has reasonable stats, I guess. Pondering Mage and Scour All Possibilities is what I'm really looking at here. I do love Pondering Mage. 2-for-1s are nice. I'm going to go with the Mage. Okay. It's probably Settle Beyond Reality here. It's a nice removal spell. It'll also have some additional value with Mana War and Pondering Mage. And if we're blue-white for real, I mean, that's the deck that can most take advantage of blinking things. So Ephemerate and the like will be good too. Moonblade Shinobi as well, because it does let you return stuff to your hand. Wow, this pack. So I think we take a black card here. I think we'll take a Smoke Shaper. I don't know that we're going to play it, but I think it's more likely than Soul Strike Technique. Okay, another Phantom Ninja or a Choking Tethers. Or a Talisman, actually. I think I actually want the Talisman. It might let me splash Pyrophobia on top of the fact that... I'll take a Sokovian Angel here. I'll take a Snow-Covered Island here just in case. And a late Eye-Kite. And a late Fairy Seer. Wait, where's my Eye-Kite? I guess I accidentally took the... Okay. I took Ninja of the New Moon, apparently. Latent packs in this set, it seems like the timer is so jacked up. Yeah. Oh, man. Indling is really, really good. And we did just pick up a few black cards. But yeah, I do keep forgetting that the last few picks are so fast. I think we got to take Indling just because it's ridiculous. It's just hard to deal with. You know, between Undying... And then it's hard to block with Manus and Death Touch. It hits people really, really hard. Yeah, we're going to take it. If we end up not being able to play it, we end up not being able to play it. We'll just have to see what happens here. Thank you for the resub, C-Speeds. Man, Icefang Coatl's nice, but I'm not sure that's where we're headed. Over here for now. See you later, Fleur. Onerophage. I mean, I do like a flyer that just gets bigger every turn, and it gets better with draw effects like Pondering Mage. But I also like Moonblade Shinobi in a deck that has Fairy Seer, Mana War, and Phantom Ninjas in it. Yeah. I'm going to take the Shinobi. So the white cards here aren't that good, and neither are the black cards, really, I don't think. Neither really are the blue cards. So the... I mean, Answered Prayers is solid. It may just be what I take. One has to end up with a lot of playables. And Ward Eye Witch is too. The question is, like, now, is our black pile just better? It probably is, because of Indling. So maybe I should just take Ward Eye Witch. Yeah, we'll take the Witch. Ooh, Rot Widow pack is sweet. I kind of wish we could make that happen. I haven't gotten to play with either of the graveyard decks in this format still. Okay, maybe Gluttonous Slug. It is nice that it just gets bigger pretty quickly. It's also decent with the little bit of ninjutsu we have, although I doubt we play this ninja. Oh, there's also a Defile, actually. Yeah, I'd probably just take Defile. It's a nice removal spell. I mean, we do have to be relatively, you know, have a lot of black, have a lot of swamps specifically, but I think that's doable. Okay. So in terms of white, not really anything special for us here. Valiant Changeling is probably going to cost 5-ish in our deck, which isn't terrible, but it's nothing special. Ephemerate does have some uses. Yeah. I guess we're going to take the Changeling. Man, could have had double Rot Widow pack. I'm really disappointed in myself that I couldn't see the future. Right, so another Defile. I think another Fairy Seer. The Lonely Sandbar is in the conversation. I do like the Seer a lot, and more than Putrid Goblin, probably. So, all right, so I think we're officially locked in now to black. I mean, it's really looking like that's where we're going to go. Maybe we splash Pyrophobia off of our Talisman. Yeah, so Headless Spectre's nice. So is Rank Officer, but I'm going to take the Spectre. Okay, so First Gear Gargantua or Undead Augur. I think the Augur probably. We need 2-drops pretty badly is the main reason. The Gargantua is nice, but okay, I'm also going to take this 2-drop. There is a no arrow phage, but I don't think our deck's going to take advantage of it enough. Of course, now I just pick up a bunch of cards that draw me things. So, Prohibit for the sideboard or Rank Officer? Probably Rank Officer. This deck is turning out pretty solid, I think. Oh yeah, this nonsense. I forget every time. So we do have one other zombie. We don't have any changelings right now, but mostly this is a 2-mana 2/2 that's hard to cast. So ideally, I think we could cut it, but because we're so low on 2s, I kind of think we needed to grab it when we could. It's not even letting me look at things now. Well, Diabolic Edict might actually make the cut. This is such a dumb thing to have on Magic Online. Like, people are already super skeptical about Magic Online, and now, you know, it's being stupid. I realized I didn't turn on my lighting. Well, so, yeah, that's better. So, Watcher for Tomorrow is really good. So is String of Disappearances, Kite, Fairy Seer. I think I like the Watcher the best here. It is yet another 2-drop, but I also love that it's basically always a 2-for-1. Yeah, so I think that's what we'll take. Sometimes we can bounce it with our own Mana War, for example, and get the card out from underneath it, which is pretty cool. You know, if you're doing stuff with Ninjutsu, which we also have a little bit of, it's also good with that. I don't know that we're playing Pyrophobia. I think we probably play our Talisman either way. I mean, it's a 2-mana Mana Rock. We can maybe think about cutting it, but I'm pretty sure we'll play it. I'd say we want at least 9 swamps for Defile. Another Settle Beyond Reality. That's something we could splash 2 with a little bit of fixing, and it's probably more splashable than Pyrophobia. But, yeah. So, I do like Windcaller, Aven. It can be a big flyer late if that's what you need. You can cycle it if that's what you need. Gargantua, Headless Spectre. I think I'd rather have the Aven. Yeah. If I already had fixing for white, I'd think about taking Settle Beyond Reality, but we actually already have one. So, maybe not. Ooh, Fact or Fiction, huh? Also a lesser Manticore, or Masticore, which is pretty cool. I think we probably take Fact or Fiction. I mean, it just draws you 3 cards for 4 mana way too often to... Yeah, I think we take it. Yeah, not interested in any of these black cards, really. I mean, Umezawa's Charm's okay. Probably Choking Tethers. Yeah. Another Watcher for tomorrow. We do have a something to grab with Tribute Mage, but one thing to grab with it probably isn't enough to make it worth taking over stuff like Watcher for tomorrow, which is what we're going to take here. Farmstead Gleaner. Okay, well, there's a Fountain of Ecor. We could consider taking it. Our other options, you know, I don't really think we need another Headless Spectre. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Fountain. It gives us some oh. This is actually pretty good. I'm kind of surprised to still see it here. I mean, you're never going to do the artifact part of this, of course, but looting every turn is really good, and I think that's what we want. I like the card a lot. I've played with it once and had it be pretty good, and I think it'll be pretty good here. Okay, do we want to Scour or Gargantua or an Aven? Probably an Aven. I mean, the flexibility it brings is great. Giving something flying if that's what you need, you know, or being a big creature if that's what you need. Scour all possibilities isn't so flexible. All right, so do we want an Kite or a Fairy Seer? How many ways do you have to draw cards? Avens, Fact or fiction doesn't count. Yeah, I think we'd probably just want I-Kite. But I think we have enough ways to draw. All right, let's be quick about these last picks so we don't leave something behind that we might have wanted. So in the end, yeah, here we'll take a Gargantua. In a Phantasmal form. Not going to be running that. Smoke Shroud. All right, Tribute Mage. Oh, God. Not that I would play it, but... Hall with Heliod's Generosity. Okay. So in the end, we may not even play our Undead Augur. We were desperate for 2s for a while, so... I didn't really make a ninja deck this time. There's a few ninjas in it, Bitterblade. It's mostly just like a blue-black control-y type deck. So yeah, so I don't think we need to run Choking Tethers, Undead Augur. One of those can potentially go. Do I even really want the Smoke Shaper? I guess it's probably okay. We have enough evasive creatures that things can get interesting with ninjutsu. And enough creatures within the battlefield triggers that things can get interesting with ninjutsu. So probably. So maybe it's... Yeah, I probably don't really need Rank Officer. Oh yeah, we don't want these Edicts, I don't think. Yeah, I think that's our deck. I think that looks solid enough. We do end up with very few black cards, so Defile might be a little bit awkward, and Endling too, but... I mean, I think we can get away with playing 8 swamps and being okay with that. Definitely not 11 like this wants me to do. We do have a snow-covered island. We may as well put it in. Maybe, I mean, there's nothing in this format that hates on snow, and so running it may make people think more than they should about whether or not I have something. I think Edicts are pretty bad and limited. They're really only at their best on turn 2. You like need so many. You either need to have a bunch of removal in addition to the Edicts, or yeah, basically that's it. That's like the best way to make use of it, or play it on like turn 2 or 3, and then it's pretty good. But the later a game goes, the worse they tend to get, and that annoys me. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I mean, I think we have plenty of blue mana. We have cycling to find it if we have to, and stuff like that. So, Very Seer helps too. All right, I think that's our deck. Yeah, all right. Edicts are much better in Constructed because you can more consistently get them early in the game, and more decks are sort of curving out in Constructed than they do in Limited, so more frequently it'll actually do something. I mean, I probably could consider running 1 Edict, but... And this is one of the better ones because it's instant speed, but yeah, I'm still not really on board. I think Indling and Mirrodin Besieged will probably both factor into wins. They're both pretty good. All right, I do think this is a keep. Turn 2 Slug, turn 3 Mirrodin Besieged, turn 4. Well, I could also just ninjutsu in a Moonblade Shinobi on turn 3, which might just be worth it. So we're gonna play our swamp here because if they play an X1, I probably just fire off Defile. They don't though. Okay, good. Now Defile's better. So play our Slug. So yeah, the Slug is pretty good with ninjutsu. For what that's worth. Interesting. So do I go for the ninjutsu? Or, yeah, Yeah, I think I'm just going to do ninjutsu here on the empty board. It just seems too good. All right. So we can kill that with Defile, which means that we can keep on doing well here. Thank you for the follow, Jacksan Predator. Okay, so yeah, I think we play... Oh wait, we can actually... We can actually play our Talisman too, so we may as well. So yeah, we go Defile, Gluttonous Slug. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they had mana problems there, and we had a really fast start, so makes sense. Okay, solid hand. A bunch of threes, but that's okay. And we drew a 2 anyway, so... Play this swamp even though we don't have Defile, but it may make them think twice, you know, about playing an X1. Maybe they just won't play anything. Alright, so yeah, I definitely play Watcher for tomorrow here because we can set up Ozra Smoke Shaper to potentially just get the card back. Granted, we're not going to get any real value out of the trigger if we do that, but sometimes that's the okay thing to do. So I think putting Defile under it's a good call. It's removal, after all. The other 2 cards are fine, but I don't think there's going to be as good as Defile. So what we could think about doing instead is playing Mana War, bouncing whatever they play. Then attacking with my Watcher, which I could then potentially anyway. Yeah, I think that's being too cute. I think we just attack here. If they decide to block, great. If they don't, I think we play our Headless Spectre. Now we can set up Smoke Shaper to maybe actually do something. Ooh, I'm jealous. I am jealous. I haven't gotten to play with Battle Screech yet, and it's one of my favorite cards ever. Okay, so... Alright. Probably should have played a Swamp, but anyway. So we'll attack with both our guys here. Alright, so they're just going to take it. They're going to try to race us. And if that's their plan, I think I want to play Phantom Ninja, so I have an evasive source of damage. Thanks for the follow, Garish Thrower. Morning lazy booking. Amorphous Axe. They're just going to come after me with a huge bird. Yeah. Okay. We can Mana War the big bird at least and make them have to re-equip it to something. We could also just attack them down for 6. So, yeah, play Mana War here. Bounce the big bird, which means it goes away forever. Then I think I attack with everything. Alright, so we're going to use ninjutsu here because we need to get this Defile. And, you know, adding to our clock doesn't hurt either. All right. Why can't people pronounce it? They're both words in English. I guess garish is maybe a little bit archaic, but it's a word. Okay. Oh, we lose to scale up. That's wacky. Okay. All right. Well then. Choking Tether seems particularly good against scale up. Diabolic Edict's super bad against them, so I'm glad we didn't put it in. Garnish thrower. There's a lot of chefs who are garnish throwers. I'm kind of thinking cut one of these, put in Tethers, because Tethers is really good against a scale up kind of plan. We just need to hope they don't battle screech us in the face again, I think. That's what I think. Yeah, we tried to race them there, and we would have won if it weren't for scale up. This card's such a weird one to have in here. I mean, obviously it was printed for other reasons than limited. There's just so few enchantments. I guess you can maybe end up with a deck that has like 3 reprobates, you know, and the snow-covered aura that, yeah, I don't know. There's probably a case where you do play it in this format, but it's hard to imagine. Right, I think Fairy Seer does make this keepable. Obviously, we bottom anything that is a land. Fairy Seer does make a lot of hands keepable that might not otherwise be. Yeah, so you go on the bottom. I think we're happy to draw a 2-drop off of our next turn. All right, so we attack for 1. And we play our Watcher. Under whom I think we also put anything that's not a land. Yeah, let's go with Pondering Mage. And Fairy Seer, Swamp. More swamps could have been nice, but I think Defile doing -2. If you can consistently do -2/-2 with this, I think you're happy. I mean, that's dead weight and the like, right? Okay, so I think I attack here. Like, if they want to trade for my Watcher, I'm all for it. If they don't, I can always use Defile at a later point. I can use it to kill the Sliver, etc. But the fact I played a land may have given some things away right there, but we'll see. I do love it when there's common creatures with Scry in formats because, yeah, it makes hands like Omen Speaker and Core Set 2019. It was like, okay, 5 lands, Omen Speaker, and another spell. That's keepable. Anytime you can Scry, it feels pretty good. It really improves hands. So yeah, if they want to trade for Watcher, we're all for it. If they don't, yeah, like I said, we are all for it. Also makes it harder. If we can make them not have white creatures in play, it makes it harder for them to flashback Battle Screech when we get to that point. All right, so end of turn. Maybe Defile something at the end of their turn. Then we have Factor Fiction ready to go. Yeah, that Cat Lord plus the equipment they put on it last game on a 1/1 cat bird was pretty disgusting. Okay, well, it's always nice to be able to defile whatever they try to stick that on. I'm a little disappointed we're not getting in for more damage early, but at least we're doing some. And Factor Fiction should give us some nice action this game, this turn. Unless we desperately feel like we need to defile something. But we can defile... Ooh, that's not great news. That card's nice. The fact that it gives you 2 bodies for the price of 1. Alright, so let's factor fiction. Ooh, interesting. So Scour is a nice thing to see here because we can just throw Scour in the graveyard and still use it later. You know, we'll choose pile 2 for that reason. Although, if I get a swamp, defile is better. But we'll get swamps. We'll choose pile 2. I don't think we're actually going to be playing anything, playing Mirrored and Besieged this turn, but yeah. I mean, Pondering Mage is big enough, kind of, to cope with the elephant. He can, of course, equip it with something, but that's okay. Hello, Red Rackham. How's it going? Okay, so yeah, we play our mage here for sure. Okay, another defile, plus a swamp. Plus a Moonblade Shinobi. These are all good things. I think maybe we want to draw Moonblade Shinobi last. Then, yeah, I think drawing the swamp is good because it sets up a -3/-3 defile sooner. And then we're going to draw our other -3/-3 defile. This time we're not going to click yes. In yesterday's stream, I clicked yes and shuffled away a card that would have won me the game on my Pondering Mage. So read the prompts. That's my advice for the day. So probably going to play Defile and Mirrored and Besiege this turn. I don't know. Seems like a plan. We could just play Windcaller Raven. But if they put Amorphous Axe on something here, I'd probably just trade my Pondering Mage for the token. Neither of us is really losing a whole card out of that deal. They're actually investing more mana. Well, sort of. You can say they paid 2 for each of these and then 3 to equip this. So about the same amount of mana. Okay, well, that's not good. All right, so now we're definitely on a Mirrored and Besieged plan. That Changeling obviously is too big right now for us to kill. Okay, so yeah. I mean, we could use both defiles on it, but that doesn't seem... That seems like overkill, right? So, player Mirrored and Besieged. We're going to name Phyrexian and start looting every turn. Yeah. Leave up mana for... You know, we can defile twice. We can also play... I'll get rid of that. Well, we could also play... we can also cycle our Windcaller Raven if we want to. Although Windcaller Raven plus Defile may be our best way to get through this annoying Changeling. So if they equip this to something, I defile it. I mean, I think that's the plan. I can also use Defile. Like if they decide to equip this and attack with it, I can block with Pondering Mage and then Defile. That's not what they're doing though. All right, so... Yeah, I think we just let that happen. Okay. So I think we really want to leave up both defiles if we can. I think I want to play Phantom Ninja here because having an unblockable source of damage while they have good blockers seems pretty reasonable to me. Gives us a win condition despite the Webweaver Changeling. Keeps us from having to use Defile just so we can attack. And we can hold on to Defile to kill problematic creatures. The best thing is to get tempo whenever it is they equip Amorphous Axe to something. And just, you know, kill whatever they try to put it on. How good's Moonblade Shinobi right now? Not that great, but probably still better than Mordai Witch. Yeah, we'll get rid of Mordai Witch. See you later. I love looting every turn. I think that should just be what you're always doing in Magic. It's just looting every turn. Okay, well, we can't really kill that with Double Defile. Actually, we can, but we need a little help. Let's see what happens here if we block with our Pondering Mage and try to use Defile. I think that's plan A. Because that's enough to keep our Mage alive and kill the Changeling. Alright, so Defile number 1. If only one Defile is necessary, we're happy. And it looks like that's all that was necessary. And then we're also going to Defile that. Nice. Okay, now, I'm glad we kept our Moonblade Shinobi. So these guys are both going to attack. Getting the reach creature out of the way there was really good. So, yeah, we're going to Ninjutsu. Then we're going to play Fairy Seer. Put that on the bottom. Ooh. Sure. Why not get another flyer? Then we'll play our Spectre. We're almost to Hellbent. Oh yeah. I think we discard that Eye Kite in the end anyway. If they have a board sweeper, I'm not going to be very happy. But the good news is, even if they do, Mirrodin Besiege can help us rebuild. And we still have an evasive creature in our hand. And we're still at 20 life. Yeah, so we got there. All right, well, we're not going to 0-2 a third consecutive one of these, which is good. Started so hot in this format, and it's not just hot. As I said, I made some dumb mistakes. Sorry, PD. Yeah, this overlay is mostly for Arena. I guess I need to get one made for Magic Online as well, which used to be... I have old overlays for that, I guess I could dust off, because that used to be all I played. They had 3 cards. Just answer that, mention that really late in the game here. All right, I would like to play first. And this is a keeper. Love me, Mirrodin Besieged. Glad that's what we picked with our Fact or Fiction that game. After this draft, we'll be doing War of the Spark ranked on Arena, by the way. One match into this one, we are 1-0. So yeah, turn 2 Watcher, turn 3 Mana War something. It's pretty good. If our opponent has a slower start, it may just be turn 3 Mirrodin Besieged. Do they have a Fairy Seer? No. They're cycling a Lonely Sandbar, which is preferable to a Fairy Seer, I think. Okay. So Defile's nice. We do only have 1 swamp, but I think we're going to hit others. Granted, there are 2 of them will be on the bottom of our library. So maybe I just want Phantom Ninja. That's a nice thing to get, as if you trade with this and then get a 3-drop. If that's what we do next turn, that's going to feel pretty good. Let's do the Ninja. And then Swamp, Defile. Man, are they stuck on 1 land? Seems like cycling Lonely Sandbar would be a bad idea if you're stuck on 1 land, though. So probably not. That's probably not what's going on. So yeah, if we can attack here, like say they play any X2, attack with Watcher, it dies, play Phantom Ninja. It seems like a pretty good thing to do. So we'll see. I do love this card. It's such a cool design. Okay, well, I'm also okay with just getting in for 2 and playing Mirrored and Besieged here. And I think that's what we do. Next turn we can play Fairy Seer and Mana War. Phyrexian. You got to be careful not to name the useless one, you know? Oh. Well. Yeah, I think we hold on to Defile. I mean, if we don't hit a land, it's not like it's the end of the world because we do have Mana War. Or Fairy Seer, or maybe Defile even. Yeah, I'd be okay with it either way. Hey, we drew a land anyway. So I mean, I think we offer up a Watcher for Tomorrow trade here. If they just take it, what do I do then? Do I Mana War it just to be mean? Okay, well, there's the trade. It would kind of be nice to have drawn more blue mana so that I could do something a little extra here, like play Phantom Ninja and Fairy Seer, but I'm okay with just playing Phantom Ninja. Prohibit doesn't work on that, and that is something to keep in mind in this format. Well, Unkick Prohibit doesn't. Okay, well there's an exile, an edict effect. That explains their aggressive trade. Still kind of amounts to a 2-for-1 for me though, because they killed Watcher for Tomorrow and Phantom Ninja, which I got with 1 card basically. So yeah, we'll discard the island. All the talismans. Alright, so we're going to kill their Phantom Ninja now. See how they like it. Okay. Well, I could just play Smoke Shaper here as a 3/3. There are worse things in this world. Of course, playing Fairy Seer is pretty tempting. But yeah, I think we just play the Smoke Shaper here as a 3/3. Which is not ideal, but given the board state, I think I'll take it. You know, my bad Grey Ogre. Actually, not Grey Ogre, Hill Giant. Now I think I actually discard this year. Seems like the Ninja's going to do more for us. They're going to scour all possibilities. Okay, well, we definitely just attack into this. Yeah. Then we play, I think, another Phantom Ninja. Just being ultra evasive is awesome. Yeah, I think we're going to pitch you two, Fairy Seer. I'm sorry. I think we have things to play. I guess if I ever play Mana War, I could have Fairy Seered in the same turn, but... Alright, so we're going to take 2 here. Ninja time. Yeah, okay. We're okay with that. On the whole, I think. They can replay the Augur. Okay. well. Do we just attack with both our creatures here? Is that a little too risky because of Moonblade Shinobi? I'm going to do it. Depending on how they block, I may also just play Mana War in my second main phase. Yeah, I think I will. I was thinking about playing Pondering Mage, but I think playing Mana War here is better. Get rid of our snow-covered island. That's mostly just there to bluff that we have snow stuff. Okay, so obviously that can set up... are you going to eat the Outcast? That would be aggressive. This can set up Shinobi. Well, yeah, but the word I'm looking for is ninjutsu. So, yeah, I think we attack here and then play Pondering Mage. Pondering Mage, like, every time I play it, it's surprisingly large in this format. Like, it plays even better than I would have thought. Being a 3/4, that is. Oh, man. I may just shuffle. The Aven's not bad. I guess the Aven's fine, actually. Except that I don't have mana for it yet. Yeah, I'm going to shuffle this time. Okay, we got our own Moonblade Shinobi, which isn't bad. Then we draw another card. Discard our Scour. I guess I would have drawn all 3 of those cards before our turn, so maybe I should have just gone for it. Yeah, so here comes Moonblade Shinobi again. So I think we can set up our own Moonblade Shinobi potentially. See what they do in their second main phase. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, it's really not good. Their deck doesn't look like it's super like incredible at abusing it, but it's probably good enough at abusing it. Yeah. And this is a human, so that's annoying. Okay, well, all right then. So I think what we're gonna do here is just attack with Phantom Ninja and then play Watcher and Headless Spectre. Yeah, seems pretty good, all things considered. The lower we get them, the harder it is for them to do Yawgmoth things too, so. Alright, so it looks like they are going to go for the kill here. Whoa, what if they don't block? Then I think, oh. Then I think we have to do our Shinobi, don't we? Yeah. Wow, I can't believe they didn't block in this format, you know? Format of ninjas. Works out pretty well for me, all things considered. Then we play Headless Spectre. Pitch this land. They are down to 5. Yeah, the 2 of these together are pretty nice, I guess, huh? I didn't really think about it. Yeah. It still might be hard for us to win this, but if we can go wide enough, I mean, they just can't stop us, you know? And that's what we're trying to do, I think. Okay, that's surprisingly aggressive. Wonder if they have a scary ninja. Just another shinobi? Oh no, it is a scary one. It's Miss Syndicate Naga. Far from ideal. Okay, we're in trouble now. Between, thank you for the follow, by the way, also Rod. Between Yawgmoth and Miss Syndicate Naga. Yep, I mean, I had them. The Unblockable Ninja was in play earlier, but they put a counter on it, so I ninjutsu'd it, and that ended up working pretty well. Oh, Miss Syndicate Naga, you make me wanna... You make me very sad. Let's just say. Okay, so... Talisman of Creativity. So then we play Phantom Ninja. So we are going to be out of cards, which means we just have to discard whatever we draw, but I think the trade-off's probably worth it. We're trying to go really wide here, and that's kind of what we're doing. Ooh, Defile can kill Yawgmoth, so that's definitely what we want. Yeah. So, blockers. They have 4 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. Oh no, just 5. So basically what will happen is 1 damage will get through and a bunch of my stuff will die. Doesn't seem worth it to me. So we will end our turn and, you know, pitch a land. We can just attack recklessly with this. Like, Yawgmoth will block it even because it's a human, and Yawgmoth can just kill it. But I think that's fine. Pretty close. I would be dead on the crackback, basically. So they have 13 damage. Yep. I definitely don't want to see the Nagas getting through. I am aware. I've played with it and against it several times. It's been fun to be the one playing with it. Not so fun to play against it. So, Phantom Ninja. So now they can do Proliferate, which is pretty gross. Make that a 4/5. Kills my Phantom Ninja. They're going pretty low on life here. But their plan is to proliferate and kill all my X2s. That's a pretty good plan, which will then be X1s. Yeah, there's the proliferate. In this set, you can proliferate onto... I mean, you always can, but in this set it actually makes sense to proliferate onto your opponent's stuff. Didn't make quite as much sense in... War of the Spark. There's like occasions where you can kill something with the Wanderer if you give it another +1/+1 counter, but that's about it. That's gross. Okay. They are really value towning us here. There's kind of an Aristocrats deck. My opponent has pieces of it. You know, this likes when things die. This can sacrifice things, but the best deck for it is actually more black-red, usually. You know, you're not going to get Yawgmoth every time, for example. Okay, so what do we draw? Okay, that's not useless. Scrying does sound pretty good. Okay. So they can only block... I can drop them to 2 with flying damage here, one way or another. So I think think we attack with Watcher for tomorrow and both our flyers. See what happens here. Maybe I should have played my creature that would scry first, huh? Okay, so yeah, attack with all three of those. What we really want is our Watcher to die so that we can kill Yawgmoth. That's what we're hoping for here. It looks like that's what's going to happen. They'll go to 2. Does make me wish... Ooh, they won't go to 2. Okay. Does make me wish I'd played my Witch instead of being dummy. It's hard not to be a dummy sometimes, though. Okay, so then we're going to defile Yawgmoth. Thank God. We do just make that guy bigger. Yeah, then we play our Witch. Discard this Kite. So now we can die to a flyer. We're still not in great shape, but getting rid of Yawgmoth gives us the best chance. So we'll scry. Put that on the bottom. All right, we go to 4. Are we just dead? There's a good chance we are. Yeah, we are. I do have a scour all possibilities. I guess I might as well, but might as well scour all those possibilities, but I doubt it'll do anything for us. Yeah, all right. Well, I don't really think there's any sideboarding we want to do here. Yeah. I think we're good with this. We haven't gotten to draw our Endling yet, though we have drawn Mirrored and Besieged a lot, so I can't complain too much. Wait, I do think this is a keep. It's a little slow. I probably cycle Windcaller Aven on turn 1, but Talisman of Creativity also speeds it up. But yeah, I think I'll be cycling the Aven at the end of their turn. What we don't want to see is Yawgmoth. We don't want to see that nonsense again. All right. Uh-oh. That's not what we wanted to see. Yep, it is a loot per turn and limited, but that's incredibly strong. So, drawing an extra card selection like that is very powerful. Good lord. Well, our Defile will be good when it's time. But this slow start doesn't bode super well for us against them. I think we need to get them low to have a real chance. All right. Fact or fiction? I think I choose pile 1. Yeah. We need spells, and that pile has more of them. Is my thinking. Okay, so cards I already know we have in our hand are over here, so we may as well play this Snow-Covered Island. Play Fairy Seer. Okay, yeah, we want both of these cards. Which order do we want them in? That's a good question. Don't know that it matters a ton. I guess getting Mirrored and Besieged down as soon as possible will probably be more important than getting Defile as soon as possible. So, yeah. And then we'll play Phantom Ninja. Oh, yeah, I did forget about that with String. Thanks for pointing that out, Can't Trip. Yeah, I forget that it has that clause. And I've drafted a deck with 5 of them before. But yeah, that would have been a lot better. So we know we're drawing gas. That's always good. It's good to know that. We've got 3 evasive damage. This turn is probably just going to be scour all possibilities. Oh, okay. 2 evasive damage. Yeah, so we'll scour all possibilities and then play Mirrored and Besieged. Yeah. They may have Prohibit, but, you know, that's okay. All right, so we're going to put that on the bottom. We're going to draw that. Oh, yeah, we may as well not do this yet, actually. Getting ahead of myself. And we can also leave up black, which is probably wise if we don't do it that way. So attack for 2. The question is, do they have another Mirrored and Besieged, another Diabolic Edict? They might. So yeah, then we play Mirrored and Besieged. We name, let's double check, Phyrexian. I always double check, especially because the other option on this card is utterly useless. Now we can sort of filter out all the stupid lands we had in our opening hand. So that's nice. Our Defile will do up to -4/-4, which is also nice. Ooh, that's not nice. Future Sight is real good. It's better. It's like a way better Mirrored and Besieged because you can just rip cards. If you've played with Experimental Frenzy, Future Sight's sort of like the original Experimental Frenzy. It's a reprint. And they defile our creature. This is not great news. So, another Phantom Ninja. And then Ward Eye Witch. The question is, do I want to kill Phantom Ninja right now? I think we can afford to leave it around for now. Get rid of a swamp. Yeah, I mean, this just lets you rip cards off the top of your... It's way better than Experimental Frenzy. It's harder to cast and it's blue, but once it's in play, it's way better than Experimental Frenzy. You can still play all the cards in your hand. And you can just rip cards off the top of your library forever. So, yeah. Pondering Mage is pretty fun with it. You can shuffle away stuff that you don't want. You can try to get something different on top of your library. Granted, they don't have a ton of mana right now, but... Hey, Mist Syndicate Naga. That's not good. It's like, do I need to hold on to this Defile for... Why would they not attack with Phantom Ninja? That's weird. Right, let's attack with our Phantom Ninja. I think I need to hold on to Defile to kill the Naga when they ninjutsu it into play, basically, is my plan. So, yeah, we'll play Pondering Mage. Big Flyer. Big Flyer seems pretty good here. All these seem pretty nice, actually. So, especially because I get to just filter away anything I don't want, but yeah. Having perfect knowledge of what's on top of their library doesn't really matter in this case. Like, it's just so so powerful. I mean, it makes you can draw 2 to 3 cards extra every turn. I mean, it doesn't matter that they know what's in your hand, especially in limited. So yeah, then we'll discard this island. So yeah, when they ninjutsu Mist Syndicate Naga into play, I think that's going to be our best choice to kill. Alright, so who's gonna get ninjutsu'd? Probably I-Kite. Alright, so there's that. And then there's this. We go to 13. Here we were hoping they didn't have him again. How foolish. How very foolish of us. Okay. I think we're going to lose. Yawgmoth plus Future Sight. Good luck. They have another bomb, too. Didn't they play another one last game? Hello, Jagstow. It's all right. We are 1-0 right now, and we're 1-1 in this match. But we lost to Yawgmoth in one game, and I think we're about to lose to him again. I think he's mad I didn't put him on my list of the biggest bombs in the format, which was definitely a mistake. Yeah. So player Avon can pressure them in the sky at least. We'll hold on to this land because of Mirrodin Besieged. Yeah. Last time we had them lower on life when they played Yawgmoth. They drew out our Defile. We have another one in our deck somewhere, and we are ripping through our deck pretty quickly, but we need it now. Last time we killed them with Defile too, but it was way too late. Yeah, Yawgmoth plus Future Sight is definitely yikes. I guess Mid Syndicate Naga is like sort of a borderline bomb. It is really fragile, but it can just snowball like crazy, so... Yawgmoth pays life to put -1/-1 counters. Pays life, sacrifices creatures to put -1/-1 counters on things. And also draws you cards. And also can proliferate. And he has protection from humans. So, and in combination with the Scavenger, that gives them a card that gets bigger every time they sacrifice a creature. And now our Windcaller Avon, yeah, it's not looking quite as impressive. All right, so we're going to take 2. Ooh, that's interesting. I almost think Manowar, Silumgar, Scavenger is our best bet here. We could do it to Yawgmoth. Interesting. If I do it to Yawgmoth, what does that do for me? Not a ton this turn, but it does do a little. If I use it on Scavenger, they do have to recast a 5-mana spell. But if I bounce Yawgmoth right now, my Pondering Mage can attack along with the Avon and the Ninja. But if I bounce the Scavenger, my Avon is much more likely to survive. So I think I'm going to bounce the Scavenger here. See what they try to do regarding that. So yeah, bounce Scavenger. I may ninjutsu in Moonblade Shinobi if I'm given the opportunity. Although having to recast Phantom Ninja may not be worth it, honestly. So they're going to use his ability. Oh, or maybe they're not. Alright, they just let it happen. We're going to attack with both of these. Drops them to 8. Yeah, then I think we just cast our Shinobi. Discard a land. But now they're untapped with Yawgmoth. Unfortunately. Been a fun match for sure, even though Yawgmoth has been quite mean to us. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Yawgmoth, yeah, they can just rip through their deck now, too. It's like, geez. Jeez. And that's what they're doing. Obviously enough, we can't block that. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess that gives them a flyer. Okay. All right, so... Attack with both of those, and then I think we just play Gluttonous Slug and Kite in that order. Yeah. And then they sacrifice the token to make this dead. So, yeah. No, or not. They're going to proliferate, so they can... That's not good. The fact that they have a string of disappearances. We need to remember this time that we can potentially pay blue mana to get them back with it, though. Like we forgot to earlier. So, yeah, we'll play our Slug. Yeah, the question becomes, do I also play Kite here? I think we do. I mean, there's some value to leaving up double blue, or double 4 blue, so that we can use String of Disappearances another time, but if we can go wide enough, we can outrace this Yawgmoth nonsense, so I think we're going to try to. We only have 10 cards left in our library. They have 15. Ooh. They only have 1 creature in their graveyard at least. Well, actually they have 2, but they can't return both. They don't have any overlapping types. So we have 8 attackers. They're at 5 life. They do have a bunch of cards in their hand, 7, and we also know that they have the Silumgar thing with Exploit in their hand. I think we're far enough ahead this time, at least for now, that drawing Defile would be great. And we do still have 1 left in our library. So... Man, are they going to mill themselves out? Use your Ransack the Lab. No, they're not going to use their Ransack the Lab. Man, why is my MTG bot not working? Sorry about that. Okay, so now Miss Syndicate Naga is going to happen. I actually did get the bot, and it has worked previously, but it's not right now. So... Use Ransack the Lab. Come on. feel like our best hope is going to be to just swing with everything this turn. Like, we're running out of time in a hurry here. We're already down to 5. Here comes the Silumgar Scavenger, I'm guessing. Good old Vultures. Yep. Especially if it eats something here, but I don't think it will. I wish it would. They don't have any mana up, so they can't proliferate right now. That is intriguing. Give us something good, deck. Defile would be incredible. Defile, I think... Defile, I think, could have won us the game because we could have killed the Scavenger and attacked with my Flyers. Yeah, that would have been 4 damage. As is, we're looking at 4 blockers with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. We still have lethal. I think we still have lethal. Oh, except they can kill things, but they have to lose life in doing so. Yeah, I think our best bet is to just attack with everything. I do have Scour All Possibilities, actually. We should do that. Actually, I guess I'm going to do it this way. Yeah. Okay, well. Put you both on the bottom and try to hit that Defile. Alright. Well, they wouldn't have helped anyway, because I think we have to attack now. Yeah. What do you think, chat? Is it an attack here? Yawgmoth really complicates things, but they have to lose 1 life for every creature they sacrifice. I think we just attack with everything. Go big or go home. Yeah, we even drew the extra card, actually. I kind of forgot about that. Drawing the extra card might... Yeah, it got us there. No, that was only game... I thought we won the first game. That was only game 2. This is a long game. That was a long game. Okay. Shows what I know. I kind of feel like Choking Tethers is really good against them. We end up in these board stalls. You know, we'll cut an Aven for it. We end up in these board stalls, and yeah, I think we'll want Choking Tethers against them frequently enough. Man, this is another really slow hand, but it does have Mana War and Factor Fiction, which I think both sort of make up for not, you know, this catches us back up, and then this draws us a bunch of cards. So I think we can keep it. We do only have 5:59 to go, so timing each other out is a real thing. Yeah, they played Yawgmoth in the first game, too. We didn't beat it that time. Okay. Yeah, so we'll cycle the Aven at the end of their turn. That was a long match. Fun. It was fun. A long game, I mean. Okay. We're going to go with Mana War. It was tempting to go Mirrodin Besiege, but I think slowing them down. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Yeah, we kind of like a Pondering Mage. I think. So our opponent has 520 left to our 528. So, I mean, you know, you don't really want to time people out, but that might just be what happens here. We're leaving up mana for Fact or Fiction. One of us may get timed out before either of us is dead. I mean, if the first two games are any indication, you know, that seems like a real possibility. Miss Syndicate Naga here would not be good. Okay, that's less bad. Still not good, but it is less bad for us. Okay, that's some good stuff. Really? Definitely choose pile 2. Alright, so I think we play Smoke Shaper here. Then what? Do we defile something? I think we hold on to defile. If I just trade for Moonblade Shinobi, I'm reasonably happy, so. Well, now we have to defile the Shinobi, basically. We're now a little behind on time. Yeah, that's pretty good right here. Becomes a 3/4 with haste. Yeah, we'll take 3. Okay. It's kind of tempting to try to go with Choking Tethers here. So yeah, play Mirrored and Besiege now. We'll name Phyrexian. Play the Slug. And then we'll end our turn. And we'll discard an island. So I can use Choking Tethers at some point to slow them down, or just tap one creature. In this case, we're just going to take the 3. Yeah, they would have had to add so many mechanics, Voracious Hunter, that there's just no way it was plausible for them to add all that stuff to Arena, unfortunately. Okay, so we're just going to end our turn and then use Choking Tethers this turn to buy us some time. Try to dig into our deck some more. I just heard Thunder, which can cause me to have a power outage sometimes, so if I disappear... So here we go, Choking Tethers, cast it. They may add previous sets at some point, but they're not going to do it like with Modern Horizons, where they would have to add like a million zillion mechanics, you know. Just Wouldn't work out very well. Yeah. So, God, I don't really want any of you. I need removal more than anything. So, you're going to shuffle. Hey, there's removal. Yeah, play Watcher for tomorrow here. And yeah, we'll put a Phantom Ninja. Get rid of all these things. And end our turn. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that you want to attack with everything, but I'd be happy to be hit with everything. Am I gonna regret this? Do I get ninja'd to death here? Not quite. I do go to 1 though. I should have just killed this last turn most likely, but we're still in okay shape. Not if they go this wide. We're not. Okay, they're not quite going super wide at this point. All right, so we're gonna go defile on that. Oh, okay. Wait, why didn't I just die? Wasn't I at 1? That seems like a glitch. Okay, that's not weird. I should have just died. Am I still dead? I think I am because they have unblockable and 1 fly. Oh no, never mind. We can survive. I think we should have died, right? Oh no, they lose a life. They lose a life. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Oh, unblockable's enough. What am I talking about? Yeah, okay. I definitely should have used Defile right away instead of playing my Watcher on that turn. Then we would have had much more of a chance of winning. Much more of a chance of winning. Yep. So yeah, if we defiled the 3/4 right away, they wouldn't have been able to ninjutsu so easily. All right, I think this is solid. I mean, I think there's a chance someday regarding Magic Arena that we have sort of a new modern format on Arena, which is just the sets, dating back to Kaladesh, which is there from, like you said, from beta. But I don't think we'll ever have all the cards. They would need a much larger team of people to do that. So we're trying to go 2-1 here, which is the break-even point. Do we want to play our Slug first or our Watcher? Oh, there's our Endling. We haven't seen it today. Despite drawing a million cards. It's extra weird. I think I'm actually going to play the Watcher. And I think a land kind of sounds good right now. We'll put a Swamp under him. End our turn. I mean, I would love to just... Man, that's annoying. We do draw. Okay. I think we may as well attack here, because if they decide to just take it, we can set up some shenanigans with Mistblade Shinobi and get this land back. And if they block it, I mean, which is likely, that doesn't really matter either, though. I mean, we had a free attack, more or less. So I think we play our Mirrodin Besieged here and name Phyrexian. Man, is Gluttonous Slug just... Yeah, kind of feel like Gluttonous Slug is our worst card now. Yeah, I mean, if they do it gradually, I do think it's entirely possible for them to pull off. It's just hard to imagine them getting it all on there. Okay, Defile's not so good right this second. So I think we attack again. Then maybe play another Watcher. Double Watcher, you know, could set up some shenanigans. I could have used Defile there to kill. I could still use it to kill that thing. Maybe I should. You know what? I'm gonna. Then I'm gonna play another Watcher. Who do we want under here? Man, lots of expensive stuff. I imagine Pondering Mage being the most useful. All right. We're going to discard the land, which is painful, admittedly, but I think is what we need to do. Mana War. Moonblade Shinobi will hopefully be set up this turn to help me return one of these creatures. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be able to pull. Well, never mind. They can just block both of them. That's annoying. But maybe I Mana War the token and attack with both. Yeah. And if they kill one of these, we get some nice value out of the deal. Yeah, and that's the one we kind of wanted them to kill, so that works for us. Because now we can play Endling. See you later, Talisman. So either of these is great to return for Mistblade Shinobi. So I think if we're given an opening... Man, why do you have to play these cards that give you multiple bodies? What's that about? What's that about, man? So I think we still attack with both of these and see what happens. Oh, now I could cycle, give this flying, flash in Moonblade Shinobi. That's pretty exciting. Actually, it might just be better to do it with Mana War. Yeah. Give this flying. Yeah, we have 2 Avens. Playing Endling at some point is good, but I actually think it's better to play it later in the game. Well, on Magic Online, they already have all of these mechanics programmed in. They've been doing it gradually since 2001. So it's a much different process than adding all of them all at once. It was over time. Magic Online is very old, which I don't think a lot of people realize. That's why it doesn't look so good. It was actually really groundbreaking back in 2001 when they said, you know what? We're going to have our card game online. Yeah, so we're going to lose a land again. Yeah, and when they first started it, they did eventually have to backlog a bunch of sets, but it was nowhere near as much. You know, it was 7 years worth of sets as opposed to 25 at that point. So yeah, I think we just take 2 here. And they didn't backlog them right away. I mean, I think it took them a couple years. Like, they started with Invasion, and then they added a bunch of other stuff later down the road. Nope, it's old, old, old. Please don't knock out my Power Thunder. Please. I haven't had it happen yet. It's going to at some point soon, I know, but I haven't had it happen while I've been streaming yet. Okay. So they know we have Mana War, so they could kind of play around that. But if we're making them play around it, then I kind of feel good about our situation. Okay, so we do have Defile. I think we just attack with Moonblade Shinobi and an Illusion, though. They're just going to take it. That's interesting. All right, then we're going to play our Phantom Ninja. Sorry, Headless Spectre. You're the crappiest card in my hand. Which I think is a good problem to have, you know, Headless Spectre being your worst card in your hand. So they unearth for their Spider. That's not annoying or anything against my 1/1s. Ooh. That's not good. That's getting Mana Ward, obviously. We do have an unblockable creature now, so it's not as big of a deal that they shut us down. Yeah, so... But yeah, this can get out of control, especially with all the extra spiders they have. So yeah, alright, so... We attack for 2. We go to 9. We play Mana War. Bounce, Rot Widow Pack. Yeah. Leave up mana for Defile. Yep, I think we lose our land again. I'm going to play Endling at some point. I mean, so far we've just had so many other things to do that... And you do kind of want to leave up 1 black mana when you play it, because then you can give it Undying, so the chances of it just getting destroyed are a lot lower. Oh, we might play it here. Alright, so attack with our unblockable creature. That's not my unblockable creature. Thunder's getting close. Alright, so yeah, then we'll play our Endling. We can leave up black to use its Undying, or we can leave up black for Defile. Whichever one ends up being what we need to do. I think chances are good that we should just leave it up. Yeah, so... Yeah, maybe ditching our flashback card at some point is good, but it does give us some huge... you know, we get to dig even deeper into our library, which is nice. But yeah, we do actually already have a Fact or Fiction, so you may have a point. I don't even think Endling's really going to be attacking here. I think mostly we're going to be attacking with our Phantom. If we hit a Swamp so that we can Defile for... And we do. That makes things a little more interesting here. A lot more interesting. So I think we do go ahead and Defile Rot Widow Pack here. They are going to get themselves another Spider, but... But I think that's okay. So don't attack with our flyers, but I think attacking with everything else makes reasonable sense. And we're going to go ahead and give this Menace. Yeah. They do have sort of sneaky additional damage because of this. Like they can Lightning Helix us basically. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, well, I think we're pretty happy with this result. Kill one of those. We kill a bunch of stuff. They are going to drain us for 3. But I think that's okay. Then we'll factor fiction maybe at the end of their turn. Granted, at some point, we may be in trouble in terms of cards in our library and stuff. But I feel like we can win before that matters in most cases. We did just wipe most of their board after all. So yeah, we'll leave up mana for Factor Fiction. I do love avoiding Flood with Mirrodin Besieged, that's for sure. Now's when we see if they have a board sweeper. Even if they do, we can make Endling have Undying. Okay. So what do they get back? They need to get back like a... Sling Gang Lieutenant. That's pretty gross, but I think you might just be dead. Especially if I Factor Fiction. Because you need 4 mana for Sling Gang. Yeah. Let's see what we can hit on our Factor Fiction here. Well, none of those are just going to kill them, so... They are out of spiders. Oh, no, they're not. So we probably take the Witch. The Witch Swamp Hand. Okay. All right. So I think trying to hit Defile here is a good idea. Yeah, so don't want any of these, then we'll shuffle our library. Curses. Okay, well, probably okay. So we attack with Endling and these guys. Would I have had lethal there with the illusions? I think I might have. Okay, so... Yeah, we'll just do the 5. You go to 3. Okay, see you later, illusion. We're down to 5 cards. And they do have the ability to gain more life, which isn't great in terms of us trying to win before we deck ourselves. But I could sacrifice my Endling, give it if they play another Edict, pay 1, give this Undying, and sack my Endling. Like, if they did that, that's probably what I would do here. Because then Endling is lethal all on its own, and in a lot of different ways. So, yeah. We have 5 cards left in our library. One of them is Defile. Actually, it's not. I'm stupid. We played both our Defiles. Okay. All right. So, got a couple turns left. Oh, that's helpful. Does that just mean I win? I think it does, because I can give this Menace. They only have 1. Oh, it doesn't, because they can survive longer. By losing life. But if they can't block this and can't block this, that's a combined... 5, 7 damage, and they can only go to 6. So, yeah, I think we go for it here. All right, we got there before we decked ourselves. Just barely. This has been a long draft for this format. I haven't had one go quite this long. Yeah, I think we're good. Finally got to do stuff with our Indling. That was fun. Indling is fun. Yeah, this is a keep. I mean, we don't have any swamps and we really need them, but between Fairy Seer and Scour all possibilities, I think we'll probably hit some. And, you know, just drawing cards normally. Like that. It's a player Seer. Yeah, we don't have double swamp for you, but I am happy to draw 2-drop. Nurturing Peatland. Alright, so we're going to take like 3 from that thing. But I think that's okay. We'll attack for 1. We can defile it, but I don't think we want to. I think we're kind of okay with playing Watcher here. Wow. Probably Factor Fiction. It's a pretty strong, you know, mid to late game play. Yep, it is like that. Like Omen Speaker too. It would be like, it's a solid common. Like, you know, it's one I'm pretty happy with. They're gonna ransack the lab. So yeah, this turn we may be reduced to Scour all possibilities because we need to find another swamp especially. Ideally 3 swamps, so we can always leave up black when we play it. Just like, it's very Morphling-esque, which obviously is intentional. Attack me for 3, man. Bring it. No? You don't want to attack me for 3? I would have attacked me for 3. Well, I think I just attack with both my creatures. Like, if they trade with Watcher for tomorrow, I think we're ecstatic, you know. Anytime you can kill a whole card with it and then get a card out from underneath it, you're doing a good job, I would say. All right, so then we're going to Scour all possibilities. I think we do want this swamp, which I should have actually waited to play another land, because then Defile could be a little more potent at the end of their turn. Man, they're desperately searching for lands. It looks like they finally got some there. A bunch of them, actually. That's good. We might actually be safe enough. It might be safe enough right now to play Endling because they're so far behind on board. We might just do it. I think I do. He will be vulnerable for a turn. But they have to add to the board here. Like, even if they just play a kill spell here, that wouldn't be great for us, but the fact that they're still not adding to their board would be. So, if we're allowed to untap, I think we're in really good shape. And it looks like we will be. Okay. Well. So, does going with Menace here make sense? I actually almost think attack with Fairies here, play Pondering Mage makes more sense right here. I think it does. Their Pain Land is messing them up. Their Horizons Land, I think, is the name people have chosen. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay with all of this. I think we want to draw the Ninja next. Oh, no. This time, at least we wouldn't be shuffling away something that wins us the game like in a previous draft, but it would have been annoying. Yeah, that card's sweet. Trumpeting Herd. Yeah, Fairy Seer is really sweet with ninjutsu. Lots and lots of creatures in this set are Mana War, Pondering Mage. But yeah, Fairy Seer in terms of efficiency and having it into the battlefield trigger and being evasive, it might just be the best enabler, at least in the early game. Oh, spider time. Why you have to get spiders? Glad I have Phantom Ninja on top. Well, actually, it's in my hand. It's not on top of my library at all. Ooh, interesting. Are they going to cultivate? Or do they just have to play him? They did cultivate once. Whoa. Stop zooming in on everything. There we go. Okay. So, I think we just play Phantom Ninja here. Leave up all the black we can for Endling and end our turn. Ooh, yeah, things are starting to get a little scary over there. That's for sure. Phantom Ninja Racing, probably still a good plan, though. I think we have another swamp right now. Yeah, so Defile's up to doing -3/-3. Another swamp gives us more things to do with Endling. We'll attack for 2. Drops him to 9. Then we'll play Ikite. And we may factor Fiction at the end of their turn. We may use Defile. We may need to use an Endling ability. There's lots of possibilities here. I mean, I just take 5 from the Anurid. Okay. So we're going to stick you here. We're going to stick you... Here. And we're going to take 3. You're attacking me too, aren't you? So it's actually like 8. Fairy Seer is not particularly useful right now. So honestly, I think chump blocking there is fine. And then I probably Defile the Elephant. It depends on what they try to do here. What do they try to do here? Okay, so I have a couple options here with Endling. I can give him Undying, or I could pump his Toughness. I think giving him Undying is probably just going to be better. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. All right. Yeah. Didn't even need to use Defile, and I think it was right not to. Obviously, he can only undie once, so that's something to keep in mind. I wish Factor Fiction counted as drawing extra cards, because that wouldn't be too bad. We can scour all possibilities and make Ikite bigger, for what that's worth. So they've drawn a lot more cards than we have this game. I guess we're going to catch up a little with Factor Fiction. Yeah, if we can ninjutsu Endling, that would be fun. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and Factor Fiction here. Such power and such a fun card. Oh, is my Endling dead, though? No. My Ikite is. This is why, by the way, edicts aren't that good, because frequently you're just not doing anything super relevant with them. Okay, so that's some good stuff. That's hard to split, I think, for our opponent. I feel like Phantom Ninja might just be the best thing to grab here because it's more evasive damage. Yeah. I mean, giving something flying is good, but it's not that good right now because of their spiders. So we'll choose the Phantom. And we also get more swamps for Defile, by the way, which definitely matters. Ooh, okay. So we're up to 4 swamps there on Defile. So I think we're going to attack with both of these. Yeah. We're going to give him Menace. See what our opponent does about it. So we can use Defile to get a pretty big blowout on a double block. I don't know. Cabal Therapist, I guess it's a 1-mana 1/1 with Menace, especially in a Ninja E-deck with some Ninjutsu. That's nice, but I don't actually think it's like that great and limited unless you can sacrifice a lot. You know, the downside of it is too real. All right, so we're gonna move that there. And then we're going to go Defile. Blows most of that stuff up. Then we play another Phantom Ninja. We can actually still... Oh, no, we can't. Flashback on Scour is not 2 mana. Drawing both our Defiles late has felt pretty nice. Okay, that's an interesting... I think we lose our Pondering Mage. Another Edict? Yeah, we finally got Indling here in this last match, and Indling has been some serious business, so... It's been nice. I think that's just game because of Menace. Yeah, that's just going to be game. So we Defile Ward Eye Witch at the end of their turn. Give this Menace swing for lethal. That'll get us to a 2-1. Yeah, gets us to the 2-1, which is the break-even point. So, and that, you know, my goal was to stop our 0-4 skid that we were in the middle of. So looks like we did.